All praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Makakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and all the Akim out there that be pushing this truth with nothing but sincerity in the name of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. So hopefully waking up the hopeful elect, which is from the tribe of Judah down to Issachar, to so-called Negroes and Latinos and Native Americans. So hopefully this will be another edifying video with that, so today, you know, Rock, Rock Day though, because had camp first time with the Camp Cosmos, and good, it was a good experience and good lesson, with both of the brothers, so I want to say the to them brothers, for accepting me in the camp and being the first day, and like I said, hopefully fit in good and be many camps, to come. So today's lesson, I wanted to speak upon, who this is a thing in the Bible, man. Apostle Zahar says, the Edomites were never done away with. If you could bring out a precept or precepts about where it says, oh, these Edomites are done away with, bring them out. Salakia. But as long as I seen, though, there hasn't been none. There hasn't been no precepts that says, Edomites been done away with. So what the hell are you talking about, vocab? Where does it say that, though? There's still descendants of Edom to this day. And I know it's hard to, I wouldn't want to be an Edomite, so Barakatayahawa, for put it for my lineage going back to Israel, and putting that breath in me to understand the wisdom, knowledge of this truth. So the water Yahweh Bashin Shai with that, because, you know, hopefully part of the remnant with, the other brothers too. And that's a blessing though. That's a real blessing. And any brothers that haven't seen that show, the 4400, it's on Netflix. It's a good show, man. It talks about pretty much the remnant. And it's I recommend brothers, if you guys have Netflix, watch that show. It's a series, 4 seasons. So yeah, going back to what I was speaking of, like I said, the water to the Most High, making my lineage go back to Israel and not being an Edomite, because ain't no way how, man, to be an Edomite and descendant of that, that's just destruction. Because Edomites are, no matter what, man, they're evil in the heart, man. They really are, man. So you can tell the difference between Edomite grandparents from Ishkarite grandparents. There's way more love in Ishkarite grandparents than there is Edomite parents. They're there, oh, acknowledge them, grandchildren and shit though. But Ishkarite grandma, will take care of your kids for free. Not just speaking through my grandma and shit though. Hey, my grandma used to love, love us, as kids though, taking care of us and shit. And us being small and running around and going to grandma's house, and me and my little cousins or my cousins, we were little at the time, and it was fun though, So, and she would do it openly hearted, to take care of us. She wouldn't charge. Yeah, bring them over here. She'll have food for us. Had TV, even though we watch all, like, it would be like 5, 10 of us watching the same, on the TV. But it was fun, man. It was fun times. But you could feel that love from my grandma, you know. But if it comes to my grandma, they don't give you that type of love like that, man. They try to buy your love by buying you things. So, you know, it's a different spirit though, So like, yeah, clear my screen a little bit. It's a different spirit with the Edomite grandma. So let me get this precepts real quick. Actually, was gonna look for the. I know there was Hebrews. I wasn't camp though, but I let the Akim speak. So this is the book of Obadiah 1:18. It reads, "And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stumble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Most High has spoken it. So you can't take that back though. Once the Most High spoke upon it, that's it. Because the Most High ain't the author of confusion, man, and it tells you that in the book of Corinthians. I think it's the second book, Slack if I roll, but has some thing about it. He's not the author of confusion. Once he said it, it's dealt with. So of course you want to be Esau because we know the end of we know the end of Esau. It's in the Bible, and it's gonna happen. So we don't want to be Esau. That's why I'm thankful for that. And that's what I'm saying. Most High does not like Esau because Esau is the wicked. And let me go to Malachi 1:3. Clearly says right there, and I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. You see, he says he hate Esau. A dragon being the system, man. Because you got to think about it. It's not an actual dragon, though, man. It's not a dragon from the Crusader times or the medieval times and shit, whatever, though. Dragon is the system, man. The NATO, man. So we can't, that's what I'm saying. The book of Malachi tells you clearly, and I hated Esau. So we can't be upon that though. The Most High said that already, man. So we can't beat around the bush about that one though. So, and then let me get Matthew's 13 and 30. It says, "Let both grow together into the harvest, and at the time of harvest, I will say to the reapers, gather ye together first the tares, which is the Edomites that look like Israelites, and buy them in the bundles to burn them, but gather the wheat into my barn," which is Israelites. You see, the tares, because in reality, tares do look like wheat, but they're different. That's something that we got to implicate on people, because, okay, so, the Most High, the Slack of Yahweh Shai, was talking about parables here, right? So, if you gather, because he ain't talking about the tares, the actual tares the ones that grow in the dirt. He's talking about the Edomites that look like Israelites. You see? So we can't deny that though. And Yahushai said this because look at 34 and it says, "In all these things spake Yahushai unto the multitude in parables, and without a parable spake he not unto them." You see? Look at 38. "The field is the world, and the good seed are the children of the kingdom." Man, this would have been a good precept for camp today. "But the tares are the children of the wicked one." So, yeah. "The enemy that sold them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels." So, the tares are the evil ones, man. So, it speaks specific about that, man. Can't beat around the bush about that shit, though. Because, what does the second book of Ezra say? End of Esau? Let me get it real quick. I know it was in the book of Ezra's. See? Second book of Ezra 6 and 9, it reads, "For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth." So, once the Most High is done with Esau, Edomites, and descendants and all that, that's it, man. It's going to be destruction of the world. But then Jacob, hopefully the elect, though, the 1/3 and the remnant, we're going to build our own kingdom right here, man. The chariots, the Marakabs, save us from what destruction going on, and come back and lay down a new foundation. Righteousness, though, So we can't be buying about this. Can't get comfortable in the world, man. In this world. Because the only world we try to see through is through Yahweh and Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. That's the world we're trying to see through and try to live by. the first, it's like a King James Bible, man. So, you know, we ain't trying to live like Esau. We ain't trying to be Esau, man. We're trying to have the blood running in our veins, man. Through the spirit, man. We're trying to be, Israelites, man. And you're Israelite, man. Just for me, yeah, even from looking and from characteristics, you know. So hopefully this video was edifying. Until the next one, I say, Shalom.